Forget slipping chains and sore knees. In under 120 seconds with this method, you can remove stubborn concrete fence posts with only 2 tools. Shovels and straps need not apply. I needed to remove a bunch of metal fence posts from my backyard, and I tried 6 or 7 different techniques, but I kept having issues like the chain would slip off the metal post, or I would put the jack, and then as I'd lift it up, I'd have to reposition and do it another time. It was not going well. But I came up with this idea to use a reciprocating saw with the high lift jack, and it has worked great on both metal and wood posts. Now don't worry if you don't have these tools. After I demonstrate the method, I'm going to show some variations with some tools that are a little bit more common. The key to getting a post out is that your leverage device has good purchase on the post. Instead of wrapping a chain or strap around the post, I'm going to cut a notch in it with the reciprocating saw, which gives better purchase and it's actually faster. Your first cut is going to be parallel to the ground. Aim for 1/3 of the way through a metal or wood post. Then you want to come from below at a 45-degree angle and cut that wedge out. I like the torch blades for metal and then a nice large toothed saw for wood. Now all you need to do is take the large runner of your jack and slip it into that slot that you just cut. Take your jack arm and engage it just a little bit so that it's snug. Now, before you go to town, you want to make sure that the top of the jack doesn't slip past your post. You could get a 2x4 and brace it like that, but I like to just let the jack, as I start going, rest up against the post that I'm pulling out. Once you have that, you can crank away. Now you may be saying, I only have a few posts. I don't want to buy a high lift jack. Well, that's easy to solve by getting some more friends so you can borrow their tools. You can also use a floor jack or a bottle jack. They're going to take longer and you need to do a little bit more setup, like putting some wood on the ground that you're going to use to brace it. They also don't lift as high, so you're going to have to reset up with more wood and then jack it up some more. But if you only have a few, they're going to work fine. I think that if you have more than 10 posts, you really should get a high lift jack just because it makes it a lot faster and then you'll have the jack. And if you can wait a couple of days for delivery, I found that they're cheaper online than even my cheapest local stores. I'll have a link down in the description of a couple of different options. Now, if you don't have a reciprocating saw, you can use a drill to drill a hole into the post, and you can slide in a piece of rebar, then you can jack up against that. Now, if you don't have a drill, I question your life choices. Go buy a drill. Now I'm going to prove that I wasn't lying at the beginning of the video, and we're going to see how long it actually takes to pull out the post start to finish. My bet is that we can get it out in less time than it takes to cook a frozen burrito. Now that your yard is clean and you did it in record time, organize your garage with these free plans for a DIY tote storage rack. Thanks so much for watching and take care.